Good morning. I'm just messing with you. All right, this is the second video in the Becoming a Legacy Builder video series. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about character building and maybe not in the way you think it is. Like if you're a gamer and you played one of those games where you like I always did this, okay? It was Madden. I created a character that was myself and basically, I was going to be huge, I was going to be strong, I was hopefully going to be fast and cuz you can't make all of them 99s. Or like if you can, then you do, right? Like everybody wants to be all 99s when they build their character. So for me, I was like, I guess the body I would have wanted to have, like 6'2", 240, blazing fast linebacker. Hey, and I did good. I made do with what I had. God gave me enough. God gave me everything I need. So yes, I digress. But the character building, it's more like an RPG. Like it's more like you're deciding what path you're gonna be. Hmm? Hmm? Which way? Which way are you going? I always chose the cleric, and I know people choose warrior, people choose whatever. It's up to you. You get to pick and then develop your character and get those +1 XPs, experience points, right? Like that's life. That's life. And yeah, so character building, let's start by defining it. Character building is a process of integrating your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. This integration process causes self awareness and informs the roadmap to the life you want to have. Okay, actually, I would define that as character development, not character building, and they're slightly different. So I'm going to reread that. So see if you like this better. Character development is the process of integrating your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. This integration process causes self awareness and informs the roadmap to the life you want to have. That's character development, right? Um, and character building is something a little different. But character development definitely depends with you. It starts with you. And let me have a bite of my snack here. Yeah. To me, an important part of character development is integrating the imagination um, because it's a powerful part of the subconscious mind that helps you get your dreams. It helps you get your goals. And when you believe it and you feel it and you're committed to a way of being and committed to a plan of action, you'll do it. And when you can imagine yourself being the way you want to be, and then you say to yourself, I am the person I want to be, you say that a bunch of days in a row, then eventually, like, boom, it clicks. And there you go. And there you go on your path of character development and also character building, right? Like becoming a legacy builder means you have to become a character builder. All right. And as a parent figure, you will be responsible for building the character of your offspring. This does not mean that they are a blank slate and that it's your job to make their canvas into your work of art. Like in an extent, yes. To an extent, yes. But really, they're going to paint their canvas. They're like the artist they become. That's really the measure of you as a parent. If they can become an amazing artist and they make their canvas into the perfect definition of success for themselves, and they achieve that naturally, and they just flow in their life into empowerment and also successful outcomes, then good job. You did a good job as a character builder. You helped your child develop their character with your character building leadership. And that's an important part of being a legacy builder. Yeah. So it's easier said than done. Like, because your kids aren't your property. I don't know if you probably don't think like, oh yeah, my kids are my property or whatever. But you'll say, oh, my kids belong to me, or get over here. You treat them as if they're basically a dog sometimes. Maybe not you specifically, but people in general, they treat small humans as less than fully human. And that really makes, I mean, that fucks them up later in life for sure. It's like, you're not fully human yet. Your opinion doesn't matter. The adults are talking. And like, don't get me wrong, there are times and places where kids should not be. I'll give you that. But yeah, your kids can be your greatest teacher. Your kids will teach you about yourself. And it's so, that's the juice, you guys. That's the juice, to get to experience your kids and allow them to build and develop their own wisdom. And it takes different kinds of people, you guys. I want you to know that. Like, if you just create a carbon copy of you, like robot, I'm Dad Junior, then it's not gonna work out for them, because they're not you. You're you. You were made to be you, and them, they were made to be them. And so you can't try to make them into you. And you also can't do this thing that parents oftentimes do, is like, well, I didn't get to live my dreams. Instead, I got a house and a family and kids. And now I want my kid to be who I wish I was then. Right. And that's not it either. That's not it either. You can push your kids to be excellent in whatever they choose. You can push your kids to be successful, have discipline, patience, perseverance. We don't quit. We stick with it. We do it. We can do hard things. We don't give up. Okay. And you can do that too as a legacy builder and as a transitional character for your family. Occasionally, stuff is going to stick to you. Occasionally, you'll fall in the mud, or you'll get all dusty, and you'll be like, blah, blah, and you say some insanity, or you spaz on your kids, or you yell at them, and you just, you don't know why you're triggered. You just are, and you're pissed. And so you just pass on that pattern of iniquity. That's what they call it, the trauma that you don't understand. It's unconscious. And it starts with being born in darkness, like back generations ago. It's like, if you were ignorant of the rules of the game, you don't win the game. Like, it takes generations to like become successful and figure out the rules of a game you're playing that you don't know. There's no handbook for it, right? Like, I wish there was a cheat code where people would tell you how to have wisdom and be successful in life and how to, do those things. And you can be one of those people that's like, I'm going to read 52 books this year. Woo! Trust me, I was one of those people, right? And like, the problem is you can develop a learning addiction, and then you're just learning. Apply. No. Just learn. Oh, I love this. Yummy. Let me eat some more books. But like, yeah, the new chapter for me, the legacy builder chapter for me, is like, what one book are you going to read and make, like a guide for your life? What one book are you going to read and apply to your life? So yeah, as a legacy builder, you're going to be a transitional character. And I just want to remind you, like, you have patterns. Those patterns play themselves out without willpower, without effort. So just figure out how it's going without any effort. Like, what does it do if you just zone out? Okay. Focus that, catch that. All right. And then you can decide to change it if you want. Right. And so you have to understand the way these patterns play out. But once you do, you realize, like, oh, these are just patterns playing out. And you can choose to create a new living pattern, right? Your conscious life is you living by conscious choice, moment by moment by moment. And eventually it gets good. Eventually you just stay in the present moment and you realize like it feels like I'm on a beach somewhere. I don't need a vacation from this life. I love this life so much. I don't need 2 weeks to get away from my life. I love my daily life. And that's what it took to become a PhD parent. A PhD parent is someone that's pretty happy daily. And if you're that, you're my kind of people. And if you're striving for those things, if you're striving to be a PhD parent, if you're striving to be a legacy builder, if you're striving to be a transitional character, hey, I want you to know something. Right? Like the darkness and the ignorance of this world is amazing. It's it's fascinating, it's mesmerizing. And so yeah, just if you have grace for yourself and just observe it, like pretend as if you're an alien that's been on that came to this earth to observe the human species and the human race, including, you know, your character. Um just watch, just observe, just learn. Like, let me learn about humans, what they are. Um face to face, not from any sources of information that aren't like real to you. Like, see who you see today, see what they say. Who are the people you're crossing paths with? Those are the people you can impact. Those are the people that impact you. So yeah, you may fall back. You may like take one step forward and two steps back. And that's okay too. Because what we're doing is we're bringing awareness to the whole process, the whole system. And there's this whole mechanism that's already at work in your life. And if you can just understand how those gears are moving, then you can use the whole system for yourself. You can begin to function in like alignment, and you can be congruent with these forces that shape your day. And all of a sudden you can start to get a rhythm. You can get momentum. You can start stacking your momentum daily. I go for a walk every day, or a run, or the gym, or a swim. Oh, I'm not going to rhyme. I might start rhyming on you guys. It's deeper than rap. It's deeper than that. I'm taking y'all deep. We're taking it deep. Because when you see me, I'm going to be the free me. Yeah. All right, y'all. Character building 101. Character development. Yo, it's a game, right? Like life is a quest. Build your XP. You got this. I love you. You're a legacy builder, whether you choose to be aware of it or not. Okay. So let's stay aware of our legacy. Let's keep that generational through line intact in our mind. And then we're going to create the outcomes for future generations and future offspring. And it's going to happen. And you're going to be a blessing to the future. Love you. Peace.